Are you excited to send your first batch of inventory from the supplier's warehouse all the way to Amazon fulfillment center, but you have no idea how to actually create a shipping plan? Well, here is the video for you. As Amazon is adding more and more stuff into the shipping plan, it's making it more complicated. So in this video, I'll be guiding you through a step-by-step process on how to create the shipping plan and help you understanding each and every of the terminology and the steps to make sure you know how to create your own shipping plan next time you do it. So let's talk about the prerequisites and the required information before you're able to create your first shipping plan. So number one thing is that you want to make sure to have your product listing ready. You need to first create a product listing on your Amazon Seller Central before you can create a shipping plan for that product for obvious reasons, right? If Amazon doesn't know which product you're going to send it to Amazon, you cannot create a shipping plan. So number one, make sure to have a product listing created on your Amazon Seller Central. Once you created your listing, you will be able to see these under your product details. So you will be able to see your SKUs. So what SKU means is basically a stock keeping unit in full. And this is basically how you will reference your product in your own Amazon inventory system. And also you'll be able to see ASIN. What ASIN is basically the unique product identifier on Amazon. Each and every listing that you created, Amazon will give you a unique ASIN to identify your products. The next step is to actually print out your FN SKU label. Your FN SKU is basically SKU, but are used to identify your products within the Amazon system. You want to make sure to have your FN SKU label printed on the individual product or the individual product packaging. Let's say I am selling this coffee bean. This is my product and this is my packaging. So I would have to print out the FN SKU label right on my product packaging. This is how Amazon knows this is your product when they scan this and then keep it inside of your inventory. Now, the second information that you will need to have is this product's dimension and its weight. You can get this information from your suppliers. So once you have all the dimensions and weight information, make sure to input it inside of your Amazon product listing. Go to edit and you will be able to input all of the information there. Now, the next information that you will need to have is the carton or box information. So what I mean by box and cartons. Box and carton are basically the same thing, but I will be using box in my following video. What box is that it's going to be a box that you're going to send into Amazon warehouse. So let's say that I'm selling coffee beans, okay? This is how my product's going to look like when I send to Amazon customers. But when I'm sending into Amazon fulfillment center from my supplier's warehouse, I'm going to package all of my products into a box. And then I'm going to send that box into the Amazon warehouse, because sending individual units to Amazon warehouse doesn't really make sense. It's going to be very, very messy. It's just not going to work well for Amazon to track it. So you will have to send in boxes of products. So what that means is that, for example, one box contains 3 of my products. So let's just say these are 3 of my products, and then I will have one box to put 3 of my products inside of that box. And that is what a box is. So basically you will have to ask your supplier of the dimension of the box. What are the box dimension looks like? What is the weight of the box? And also, what is the quantity of your individual selling product? So in this box, I have 3 products that I'm sending into Amazon. So each box, I will have 3 quantity of individual product. You will need to have this information to be able to create a shipping plan within Amazon's Seller Central. Unless you have a oversized product, unless you have a product that is above 25 inches in length, then you can just send that product individually as the product. You don't need to have a box to actually send it to Amazon warehouse. But for not oversized products, which many of you guys will fall into this category, is that you will probably need to have a box containing all of your individual products. Also, a quick tip is that you want to make sure that your carton box or your box is going to fit this product as tightly as possible. So you want to make sure that your carton or your box is going to be as small as possible, because the larger your box is, the larger the shipping fee is going to be. All right, so now that you have all of this information ready, you got your FN SKU label printed on your individual products. Now let's actually dive into Amazon Seller Central and create the shipping plan. We are inside of one of our accounts in Amazon Seller Central that I'm going to be doing a demonstration to you. So this is basically your inventory page where you're able to see the products, you're able to see your ASINs and SKU number here. If we're going to send this product into Amazon, we're going to click here and we're going to click send or replenish inventory to Amazon. That is how we create shipping for this product. If we were going to ship all 3 of these products, I will make sure to just click on all of these, and I will click group action and then send or replenish inventory. For ease of this thing, I will just select one and then was to click send or replenish inventory. Because I have created a shipping plan for this product before, so everything is filled out. But if you haven't created a shipping plan before yet, number one thing is that you're going to select the ship from address. So what a ship from address is where you're basically shipping your products to Amazon. Before, you would be recommended to fill out a address in the LA side, in the west coast of the USA, because at that point you will be able to get a better warehouse option. So a better warehouse just typically means that you will have a better rate from shipping your product into a better rate FBA warehouse, because that is more of a popular warehouse. More people are sending products into those warehouses, so you get better shipping rates. That is what it means. But now it doesn't really matter anymore, because Amazon is actually going to ask you to select which warehouse that you're actually going to send, which location, which region of Amazon that you're going to send your products into. So right now, I would recommend just filling a Chinese address or your China supplier's address here. The reason why we're doing this is that if you're shipping a address from a USA locations, you will have a 7-day window to actually ship your products inside of Amazon warehouse. But if you're shipping your products from anywhere else but the USA or but the marketplace that you're sending into, you have 14 days of window. So what that window means is basically that you have to send your products within the selected windows that you have selected. The wider window option it has for you, the easier it is for you to manage the shipping time. Basically, I just add contact and I select the countries, I select the name of the address, and then I basically select all of the informations here. Once you have selected the ship from address, you want to go to packing details. So what packing details is basically ask you to like input all of your information here. You will have the default is going to be like individual or create a new packing template. You want to create new packing template. In the packing details, we're able to create a packing template name. Basically just input any of the template name that you have for this for your own reference. And then for template type, you can select case pack or single SKU pallets. Usually most of the case is going to be case pack, which means that you're basically going to ship this individual items, all of them in a pack of case in the box, sending them into a box, unit per box. Basically, that is exactly what we talked about before. How many units of your individual products are you going to be sending in that box? It could be 8, it could be 2, it could be 3. In my case, it was just 3, but ask your supplier how many of the individual products that you're selling that you're going to be putting in your box. Next, you wanted to have the box dimension. Remember, we're not talking about the packaging size, the packaging dimension of your individual listing. We're talking about the box dimensions, the box which contains all of your products together. What is the dimension of that box? Also, we want to know about the weight of it as well. And who labels the products? Usually by seller. Now for prep categories, you want to be able to see if your product categorized as any of these sort of sets, smart, sharps, and you can find out more information here. But usually for my product, this one is no prep needed. I don't need to have special prepping requirement for this product. All right, so now that I have my packing details inputted, I will be able to see the unit per box. I will have all the information here. And then right now I'm going to select how many boxes I'm actually going to send. So 1 boxes have 4 units. So 1 boxes equals 4 units. If I'm sending 100 boxes, that means I'm going to send in 400 units. And then I'm going to click ready to send. Okay, once you have confirmed this, confirm and send. Now here we will have 2 shipping methods for us to like select. Number 1 is Amazon Fulfillment Center. That is basically where we will be sending our products to, Amazon Fulfillment Center. Make sure you select that. The second thing is to select your shipping carrier. For sending Amazon partner carriers, if you choose Amazon partner carriers, basically you will be working with Amazon's partner carriers to ship your products from China all the way to Amazon warehouses. But usually we would prefer to use our own carrier because we do see that the time is better and that the shipping rate is better. That's why we always choose to use our own carrier. But if you wanted to work with Amazon, you can definitely do that. Right now, I'm just going to choose shipping with my own carrier, shipping with my own freight forwarder. So now you will have the ship date. So basically ship date is when are you expecting to ship out this product. So you can choose a date anytime in the future. So you can choose on the 10th. This is when you plan to ship this product out. This won't be a very critical date that you have to select very correctly. You can be selecting the 4th and shipping out your product on the 11th. So it wouldn't really matter that much. Just select the date in the future. That'll be fine. All right. So now you will see 3 different options: 5 shipments, 2 shipments, and 1 shipment. And what this essentially means is how many shipments and how many warehouses are you going to send your products into. Now, let's talk about the 5 shipments first. You're going to be sending your products into 5 Amazon warehouses. warehouse. MEM1, FTW1, ORF2, these are the code names of Amazon fulfillment warehouses. It's going to have hundreds of warehouses across the whole United States, and each of the warehouse has a code name, and this is exactly the code name of that warehouse. ORF2 is the code name of that warehouse. If you provide this warehouse code name to a freight forwarder who has experience on sending products into Amazon warehouse, they will know exactly what this is. They will exactly know where this location of this warehouse is and the price associated with this specific warehouse. Sending products into different warehouses will cost differently because they are located in different parts and regions of the United States, and depending on their popularity, some warehouses which is less popular, that less people are sending products into those warehouses, will usually be more expensive. But for warehouses, for example, like LAS1, this is an FTW1, this is more of a more popular warehouses where most people will be sending their products into those warehouses. Those shipping rates will be cheaper as well. Okay, so we will be able to see these are the exact location of those warehouses. That is what it means. So for 5 shipments, you will have no placement service fee. 5 shipments into 5 different warehouses. It's going to cost you more shipping your products into 5 different warehouses. That is why they will not put a placement service fee for you. But if you choose to send only 2 shipments into 2 warehouses, now they will charge you $128 if you're going to ship your product into the east region of the United States. If you're going to send it into Central, $168. If you're going to send it to the West, $192 will be the fees Amazon will charge you if you only choose to send 2 or 3 warehouses. And if you want to send into just 1 shipment, you can choose East, Central, and West warehouses. This basically means that you will save the most upfront, but then Amazon will charge you later. Also, you want to calculate which one of these will be more cost efficient for you, considering the placement fee that Amazon will be charging you too. So you will need to work with a freight forwarder and have experience on how much it will be costing for you to send these individual products into these warehouses. But right now, I am going to be using 5 shipments to continue this. I'm going to make it a little bit more complicated so that you will know exactly what to do if you want to choose lesser shipments in your case. Now, what shipping mode is that it provides you SPD or pallet delivery. So for SPD, small parcel delivery, is that this is going to be a shipping mode that you're going to be using UPS or DHL that are located inside of the USA. What that means is that your product is in a USA warehouse or it is in your house, and you can request a UPS or DHL people to come to your house, come to your warehouse to pick up your product and send it into Amazon warehouse. It's going to be the fastest way, but it's going to be very costly as well because we're using DHL UPS services. But if you are shipping products from your supplier warehouses in China, then you will want to select pallet delivery. That is always going to be better. And then you will just be shipping a pallet. What pallet means is just basically you see that little rectangular thing. Those are wooden pallets, and then you're basically putting all of your boxes on top of the pallets. That's basically how you would be shipping your products from China to Amazon warehouse. Now in here, you will be able to see like exactly how much boxes, how much units that you'll be sending into these individual warehouses. You'll be able to see all of this information here. And then once you confirm all of these, click confirm shipping destination. So now that you have moved on to the next step, to step 3, which is print box labels. So what this means is that you are going to need to print out the labels for your individual boxes that contains all of your products, right? That way, when Amazon scans that label on that product, on that box, it will know that it is your product. It will know it is your product that contains these products of yours, and it will be showing on your inventory. So because we have 5 shipments sending into 5 individual shipping warehouses, you will need to print out 5 different labels for your suppliers. You will have 1 shipping labels for EM1 and 1 pack of shipping labels for FTW1. So click print, and then you will be able to get that shipping label, send those shipping labels to your supplier, and make sure they label it correctly. The next step is to continue to carry and pallet information. So this is basically where you input all of the information. So if you're going to be working with a non-Amazon partner carrier, see if your freight forwarder is on this list. If it is, just click on the freight forwarder that you'll be using. If not, just select others. And how would they be transporting? Meaning you have air, ocean, and ground. So ground is basically just transporting your products from the USA locations by ground. Air, meaning you're shipping your product by air. Ocean means that you're shipping your products by ocean. Usually it's going to be sea shipping, so it's usually going to be ocean. So you basically select ocean for if you are shipping your products via sea. sea via ocean. Delivery window is exactly what we just talked about before. When do you expect your products to actually arrive in this specific warehouse, in this MEM1 warehouse? So right now, you can basically do like a rough estimation. So let's say your product is shipping out on the 10th, then you probably takes around 30 days to get to Amazon warehouse. So I will probably select a date around March 10th, and you will have 2 weeks of windows. March 10th to March 23, you want to make sure that your product will arrive in any of these dates, and then you're good. If you do not arrive, if your product does not arrive in these window, then you will get like a small penalty from Amazon, and you will get a warning from Amazon to make sure that you will be sending your products inside of these delivery windows. Also, you can always change this delivery window up until March 10th. So if you receive news from your freight forwarder that you won't be able to have these arrive in these windows, you can change it up until the 10th. You can change it to the 13th and change it to the 5th if you expect your product to arrive earlier, right? So that is basically what you need to do for all of these products. I'm just gonna select random ones to like move forward. So that's all I need to do, is to select the delivery window, select all of these things. And once you have finished selecting all of these informations, once you have selected, input all of the informations, you're done. You are done creating a shipping plan. Congratulations. All you need to do is to let your supplier print out all of the box labels, make sure that they are correctly labeled onto your boxes. And next step will be actually getting your product inspection done. You wanted to make sure that all of your products quality are up to standard, and also you want to make sure all the labels are correctly labeled on your product. Because once your product are out of your supplier's warehouse, that you have paid the full amount, the full balance to your suppliers, there's no turning back. It's going into the Amazon Seller Central. It's going into your customer's hand. If there is a quality issues, it's too late. You will be getting bad reviews from your customers. That is why you would always want to get your inspection done before actually shipping out of your products into Amazon. If you find this video helpful, make sure to watch all of these other videos right here, and also follow this channel for more FBA information. And I'll see you there. Bye-bye.